Hello students, in this short video we will talk about the Goal movie that you have watched. I hope you enjoyed the movie. Before I get into the concepts that are taught in that movie, I would like to tell you very briefly the plot, right? Alex Rogo, who is the plant manager, gets 3 months to turn around his plant. If not, that plant will be shut down. And he doesn't really know as to where to start. Incidentally, he meets his physics professor Jonah in the airport, who asks him very fundamental questions. The first question that he asks is, what is the goal of an organization? Is it employee welfare? Is it customer delight? Or is it productivity improvement, etc.? While these are all important for an organization, they are not fundamental. Alex Rogo reflects upon the question and then finally figures out that it is the profit which is the fundamental goal of any organization. Having figured out that the fundamental goal is making money, how do we know that we are marching towards that goal? There are 3 measures that can tell us whether we are marching towards that goal. One is the throughput, which is commonly known as the sales. The second is operating expenses, and the third is inventory cost. So any action that an organization takes and that results in any or all of these 3, that is increasing the throughput, reducing the operating expense and reducing the inventory cost, then it means that that organization or that action is leading to the goal. Okay, the next thing that we need to know is that what is it that is preventing us from reaching the goal? It is the bottleneck or the constraints which are preventing us from reaching the goal. What is this constraint, or otherwise called bottleneck? The bottlenecks are the ones which has a capacity that is less than the market demand. So to identify the bottleneck, all that you need to do is take all your operations, find their capacity and compare it against the market demand. Any operation that is less in capacity to market demand should be identified as the bottleneck. Having identified the bottleneck, there are 3 more steps that we need to do in order to manage the bottleneck. The first step is exploiting the bottleneck. What we mean by exploitation is improving the utilization of the bottleneck operation, which can be through quality improvement, productivity improvement, or staggered work timing, etc. But we should understand that exploiting the bottleneck does not mean adding capacity. Adding capacity is not the theory of constraints way. Okay. The next step is subordinating all other operations to the bottleneck. We mean by that not producing anything more than what the bottleneck can handle, and this has been very aptly explained by the Derby episode of the Goal movie. So this is the second step. The third step is escalating the bottleneck, by which we mean that moving the bottleneck downstream towards the exit point of the manufacturing operation. And if you don't understand this concept, you have to go back and watch the Derby episode of the Goal movie. And once you have done these 3 steps, go back to the first step and again identify the bottleneck. And when we keep doing it over and over, you will reach a stage wherein you would have managed all the bottlenecks within the manufacturing operation. So when you reach a stage where you don't have a bottleneck within the manufacturing process, what do? You go and relax? No, you go to the market and look for the bottleneck there. Seek for more orders, get them, and then grow your business. And this is the way in which the theory of constraints work. The above is a simplistic case, but in a real life, you will find that the bottleneck moves from place to place and time to time. The reason for that is it's a function of the cycle time, which is impacted by the statistical fluctuation. And when it is integrated with the process interdependency, the situation will become very muddled. And you will understand this concept when you play the game balancing the process capacity next. When you are stuck with such a situation, what do? You have to invest your time and money in reducing the statistical fluctuation of the cycle time in addition to increasing the capacity. This is very important, and your instructor will demonstrate it through certain illustrations during the live lecture.